Hurry up, let's go. Fight in... What scenario will you play today? Okay, then let's go.
Goku reminds the Omni Kings about his promise of a tournament involving other universes. The Tournament of Power, a Battle Royale style tournament in which universes fight for their survival, with 10 fighters representing each universe. During the preparation for the tournament, Gohan asks his father to spar with him in order to test the results of his training with Piccolo. Has Gohan got back into shape?
Come on! What are you waiting for? Power up!
Well, Dad, this is me at my current full power.
Nice, but don't you still have to go Super Saiyan?
No. I have a new goal now. An ultimate form that no Saiyan has achieved before. And I'm gonna pursue this form by going down a different path.
You should see
The
Gohan
tournament
now.
will have the strongest warriors from across the multiverse.
His beast form is off the
I
chart.
didn't
know
think
for
I'd
a
ever
fact we'll
find a
definitely
better
see that
opportunity to
in the
test
new
my
Budokai
power.
Tenkaichi.
But I'd forgotten about you, Gohan, all this time. And the best challenger I could ever hope to face is my own son! There they go! Yeah. He's trying to make it harder for Gohan to see. You're right. Gohan! Try raising your power even higher! Don't hold back on me either!
An all-out battle between two Saiyans sure is incredible!
It feels like they're about to cause an earthquake!
I need you to take this seriously, Dad! I know you have another form! Fight me with everything you've got! Let's keep pushing each other, son. As far as we can.
The day has finally come. Universe 7 has their 10 warriors: Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Krillin, Tien, Master Roshi, Android 17 and 18, and an unexpected pick, Frieza. The foes they're facing here are like no other foes they've faced before. The tournament starts as they leave. Already caught everybody's eyes. The same from Universe 6. Kefla, I said that name right, approaches Goku curious about the Super Saiyan, and Goku decides to teach her about it.
Whoa, and what form is that?
I call this form Super Saiyan 2. What do you think?
Yes! That's the one I got to before! I haven't been able to repeat it since, and it's been driving me crazy, but I know I did it once!
Really? You did?
Does the trick have to do with the feeling in your back? With the tingling?
Kinda. Hadn't thought about it that way before.
Hey, Goku! Stop wasting so much time with that little novice and flatten her already!
Oh, come on, Lord Beerus, give me a break! This is just starting to get interesting.
Here goes! Let's see. If I use your form as a guide... Alright, it worked!
Oh, wow, you're a quick study, aren't you? Before this fight is over, you could be at Super Saiyan 3.
Wait, there's a 3?
That's right. But before you mess with that, you should master 2. Come on, let's go.
That's fine with me. This rocks! Super Saiyan 2 is awesome! Let's keep going.
Sure.
Don't worry, I'll back you up.
I hate to ask, but this is our fight. Can you stay out?
I'm sorry, sir. Khalifa, you don't think I'm interfering, do you?
Khalifa, so that's her name. Okay. I'll remember it, but no, I'll remember it next time.
What?
Now you're making it seem like I'm not good enough for her again, like I'll always let her down! This is your fault! Yours, Goku! You're taking my one and only away from me! And you're going to regret that, Goku! I'll make you pay! You did this, Goku.
Her power's incredible.
You finally powered up! Amazing, Kale!
That's incredible. I'm glad you're showing us what you're really made of.
Goku!
Careful, Kakarot, don't get sloppy! We don't know what we're dealing with. That could be the legendary Super Saiyan form our ancestors spoke of.
Goku! Goku! I'll kill you! Goku! Goku!
Here goes!
I'm gonna have to put a little power behind this. Well, come on!
Goku!
Ka me ha me ka me
Let's help him.
Hold on. Something's not right. She doesn't know how to control her power. She's a monster!
That much force from her voice alone?
Jiren! I'll handle this.
If she kills someone, she'll be disqualified.
Loving this.
It's over.
We just saw Jiren, y'all. I'm loving this. I am loving this. As the Tournament of Power progress, more fighters are eliminated, with Universe 9 being erased, while Universe 11 has all the 3 fighters eliminated. One of those 3 remaining fighters is Jiren, the most powerful fighter of the tournament. His Universe God of Destruction, Belma, tells him to go after Goku. Will Goku be able to defeat him?
So you finally decided to fight me after all this time.
That's nuts! Yes, who would have thought that one mortal warrior could release this much energy?
How amazing! I wonder what will happen next! It's so thrilling and exciting, but also thrilling and exciting too!
His energy created a pressure field, which functions as a kind of barrier.
Why isn't Goku at Super Saiyan Blue? I hope he doesn't think Jiren's beneath him.
I assure you he doesn't. It's just the opposite, sir. Goku's probing around the edges, testing Jiren's power and his own power as well.
Why not start at full strength?
Goku's a martial artist, and when you're at the top level like him, before you compete all out, you want to see the scope of your opponent's power. Understand the way he reacts, and establish what your own strengths are too. Then you'll use your power the best possible way.
What if Jiren doesn't care about that and makes a cheap shot to win?
Use those eyes, Tien. Haven't you noticed how Jiren's been watching Goku? He won't want to end this battle until he's seen Goku at his maximum power.
What's it gonna take to get you into high gear? Maybe this will do it.
Well, he's showing the full power of Super Saiyan Blue. Of course, even that will prove pointless.
Not so. In a different way, it could prove quite useful. In fact, we want him as strong as possible when he loses.
And why does that matter?
This man, Goku, may be one of the best warriors in the whole tournament of power. If he fights with everything he has and yet Jiren still pummels him easily, the remaining contestants in the ring will realize they have no chance and lose their will to compete.
So you want Goku to reach full power so we can make an example of him as mental warfare. I like that.
You should not forget the dangers of overconfidence, my lord.
You're right, that would be true for any other fighter. But we're talking about Jiren, who cannot be defeated. Overconfidence would be impossible.
It's over. This is the end.
Where do you think you're going?
No way!
What the heck was that?
Not even I could see those blast attacks coming. That's one tough bastard.
Look at those marks. He must have hit Goku with countless attacks all at once.
Yeah, but I didn't even see him lift a finger.
I knew he was advanced, but that's a whole other level. He's not done yet. With his current power, he should have enough to multiply his blue level with a Kaioken times 20.
There's no point telling Goku to use Kaioken times 20. He already tried that very technique in his last assault.
Over here.
You've outplayed me, Jiren. Hard to believe I couldn't even land a blow when I was at blue with Kaioken times 20. But I do have a full appreciation of your strength now. And that's convinced me to use something I've been holding back. A spirit bomb! All right, everyone! I need you to lend all the energy you can spare! Let's go! Thanks, everyone! But it's still too small. I'm gonna need a lot more time to gather enough energy.
I'll wait. Take however much time you require. If this is your special move, then I want it done right. Go ahead and do your worst!
All right. I'm surprised. Thanks for being so accommodating. All right, Jiren. Once you're out, I hope you don't regret giving me time to finish this. This is what it looks like when the 7th universe unites! This is our spirit bomb! Kaioken times 20!
It would seem the standoff has ended.
You don't think he is finished, do you? Oh my, could he have lost?
Not even the strongest Spirit Bomb was able to take down Jiren, and Goku has ended up getting hit by his own attack. When all hope seemed lost, suddenly Goku emerges with a completely different transformation. Everyone couldn't believe what they were seeing. What was the new transformation? What will it mean for the tournament? Moving forward, will it take down Jiren? Let's find out.
Beerus, my lord, is there something you wish to say?
Here it comes.
Whoa! Goku's okay after all! Yes! He is okay and very sparkly!
Something's different about him, that's for sure. Yes, I'm sensing an incredible strength from him, and yet... his energy is so calm, it's giving me the creeps.
Let us watch and see what happens. After all, this is the first time even I have seen Goku in this curious state.
I've been waiting for this.
Goku may have only grazed Jiren, but he did connect. Considering he couldn't touch this guy in his blue form, it's saying something.
He's amazing. I've never seen my dad move like this before, not in any form. It's not just that he's a lot faster, it's more than that. I can't sense him transitioning to his attacks at all.
Yeah, his dodges are like that as well.
Kakarot, what have you become?
You don't know when to surrender, Goku! You've already lost this fight!
That reaction speed and such precision. It's crazy! How is Goku doing this?
Take this, scoundrel! Justice! Please! You want me to stand down? You wish to face Goku alone.
So, who would you say has the upper hand now?
I think it's too early to tell. That said, there used to be a massive power gap between them, but Goku has clearly closed it. And that's not all.
As strong as he's become, it seems Goku's not done improving. Every time Jiren fends him off, Goku responds with an even faster, sharper, and harder strike.
I never imagined any mortal could push Jiren this far.
What the? How can this be happening? But I have to admit, I wasn't sure if the Saiyan would ever be able to achieve it!
This is where the real fight starts.
Autonomous Ultra Instinct.
So that's how he's reacting so quickly. But Goku is a mortal being, and that is an extremely elite level of power, difficult for even the highest gods to reach.
It can't be! It can't! It's impossible! In this marvelous cosmos, wonders really do happen, don't they, my lord? But why now? And why is it Goku?
Well, my lord, the Saiyan Spirit Bomb most likely served as the catalyst. Most likely, Goku has used the Spirit Bomb's energy to replenish his exhausted body. But that alone would not be sufficient to explain what we're seeing now. My theory is when the Spirit Bomb exploded so close to him, its tempestuous power coursed into Goku and smashed into his own energy, which he was already pushing to its max. This was the collision he needed to shatter the ceiling of his power and reach an even greater potential that has always been locked within him, but he could never fully reach. Now in uncharted territory. And it remains to be seen what will happen to him as he tries to sustain this fervor.
Well, Saiyan, you are a truly fascinating creature. However, your passion is expended. You have nothing more to offer. Over here. This is the end. The infamous assassin of the 6th universe. Just why are you here? To do my job. Time skipping.
Ooh, that red-suited fighter is super strong. His name is Jiren. Yes, and the other one he's fighting is named Hit.
So these are the attacks Goku was up against. Now I face them too. And I must say, they are intense. Tell me, assassin, do you really think you can stop me? Like I said, that's my job. Hit surprises me. He still stands. That's impressive.
What was that?
Hit is able to use the time he accumulates by skipping to create a small pocket dimension, which he then slips into to avoid attack or confuse his foe, while leaving a phantom image of himself in normal space-time.
I don't believe it! It slipped into another dimension and Jiren still saw him coming and got away!
He's formidable, to say the least, sir.
Those counters are flawless, even against my time skips.
Despite all his noble efforts, Hit has failed to land a single blow. Jiren is not fooled by any of his deception.
No! Clearly not! So why does Hit keep time skipping?
How many times must you fail? End this futility. And how many times must I tell you I will do my job until the end?
Jiren is amazing. His defenses are airtight. But it looks like Hit's cooking up a new plan to stop him.
I think I finally got his timing down, and how he reacts. I can finally finish the job. To successfully turn the tables. Don't move. Pathetic. Over here. This is the one strike I need to land. It will confine you to a time prison.
He stopped Jiren from moving. Guess that's the strike he's been planning for a while now.
Jiren, what is wrong with you? Attack!
Hit saved all the time from those skips and now uses it to trap his foe. It was a last-ditch effort, but it seems to be working quite well.
Brilliant hit! Keep him pinned until time runs out!
At this rate, I won't have enough to keep him trapped until the end. He's simply too powerful. One last play. My job is to save the 6th, and I won't fail! Do you know what the pride of an assassin is good for? Nothing! This is the end!
Contestant Hit of the 6th universe has been eliminated.
That was something. That was definitely something. Ooh, this is about to get even better.
Damn you! What is that power?
You need to face the facts, Kefla. You cannot stop me now.
I'll be the judge of that!
Damn it, Kakarot!
That's right, Goku! Keep getting stronger! Be your best ape!
It's Ultra Instinct, alright.
Couldn't have achieved this without another catalyst. This time it must have been Kefla.
You mean it was her enormous energy?
Yes, sir. The first time that Goku reached Ultra Instinct, it was the sheer force of his Spirit Bomb that triggered him, and Kefla's energy is roughly equivalent to that blast. Spurred by her great power, Goku has defied the odds and his own limits once again.
Hurry, Kefla! You've got to smack him out of the ring now before he fully masters Ultra Instinct! Hell yeah! You really are cooking now, Goku! I can feel the heat your body's turning out all the way from down here! Is that your automatic ultra reflex thing or whatever?
It's autonomous Ultra Instinct.
Yeah. Well, I gotta give you props. It sure is one hell of a look. But on the other hand, I won't be outdone by anybody. I'll just have to up my own game, too! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! My power just keeps rising, it's incredible! I gotta say, it's a real privilege to be born a Saiyan! Go on, power up more, I dare ya! No matter how high you climb, I'll follow and leave you in the dust!
What's happening up there? Is that Dad and Kefla?
We're looking at two titans now. When one of them transcends to a new level, it prompts the other to do the same, on and on.
You're saying that because of Dad, the power of their fusion is even greater than it was before?
That's right. I can feel her energy getting bigger with every minute. She's in a completely different league now.
I can't get over how awesome this feels! I've got so much power flowing through me! I bet if I really wanted, I could rip your whole universe apart with a single blast!
Just feel her energy. She may have even surpassed Goku's strength when he first got to this form.
Stronger than Dad? You sure?
Who knows? She's been amping him up too. He's still reaching deeper into this form's potential.
Done already? Sure you don't want to try charging up more?
I'm good. I think this is all the power I need.
You think so? Alright. You're gonna be sorry when I blow you away! Hey! Dodging like that is for sissies!
It's dodging everything! Yet Goku's barely moving from his spot. His precision's unbelievable!
If he can anticipate Kefla's every attack like this, her enormous power-up won't matter! This is bad! She can't even lay a finger on him!
Kefla! Step it up! I didn't give you those earrings to miss!
She's attained a level of strength and speed few in the multiverse have ever known. But against Goku's reactions, it seems she will still fall short.
Trying to make a fool out of me!
Kakarot's movements. He's reading her like a book. It's almost like his body's reacting on its own. No! Don't tell me! You figured out that technique Whis told us about, didn't you? So that's what this is, Kakarot. You just had to show me up again.
This is where the real fight starts.
You didn't really think that punch would hurt me, did ya? You may have awesome reflexes, but your attacks when you're like this are just pathetic! Come on, Goku! Don't disappoint me! You can do better, can't ya?
Yeah. I'm starting to get a handle on it. I can do much better. Behold the power of Ultra Instinct!
Ha! Well, it does look like you've turned it up another notch, but you still haven't shown me you can use this upgrade to pack a decent punch. Ooh! Is your silence supposed to scare me? All it really does is make me want to kick your ass! So get ready! Okay, here I go! There's no way!
What's the matter, Kefla? Is that all you've got for me?
How is she still on her feet after taking all those attacks? Is she invincible or what?
There's no doubt Kefla's fortitude and fighting spirit are commendable. However, Goku's strikes are not nearly as potent as they should be, considering the extent of his power. Perhaps he is still not adjusted to the new way his muscles work through autonomous Ultra Instinct and how to command them for attacks. This wasted effort is costly. If he cannot defeat her with his next volley, I fear his strength may give out.
I'm gonna finish this right now.
Can you? No, you won't! I'm nowhere close to done! Game over, Goku! Now you're through!
Contestants Kale and Caulifla of the 6th universe, known collectively as Kefla, are eliminated from the tournament.
Amazing. This just keeps getting better. The Tournament of Power is getting closer to its end, and only 2 universes are left. Under the influence of a new form, Vegeta and Goku are fighting Jiren. Meanwhile, Android 17 is standing against Toppo. That's actually his name, but it says Top, but whatever. Or Tube, whatever. With Frieza approaching to assist him, however, they are not aware that Top would be a far more dangerous foe to take down. Will 17 and Frieza defeat him?
We only have 6 more minutes to settle this, huh?
I hope you don't actually think you can stop me with a few pinpricks, warrior!
No, but wait! This is just the start!
17's driving him back!
Well, it's pin top down for the moment, but it won't finish him.
That may not be the point. We both have an endless supply of energy, remember? He can keep firing those blasts and hold Top down until the time runs out.
Oh yeah, right! 17 can just run down the clock!
This is the moment I defeat you and keep my universe intact!
Funny, I was thinking that too!
His power is inexhaustible. I have to give it my all! I will summon all the powers of justice I have left! And hit you with one decisive blow! demon!
Android, it seems to me you lack the appropriate degree of urgency. There's no time left to toy with your prey. I hope you'll forgive me for doing this while your hands are tied. I should have expected this from a self-proclaimed pride trooper. Hubris can do wonders for one's constitution. Consider these stronger attacks a tribute to your valor. Come now, Muscles. Won't you direct your so-called powers of justice at me? That is, if there's anything left. Honestly, this isn't much fun if you don't fight back. Perhaps the moment's come to put you down without killing you, as regrettable as that is. Farewell, Trooper. I'm more for poetic justice. Well, well, well. I should call you a warrior of just won't leave the ring, though it's not exactly a dignified stance since you're no longer standing. Look at you there, crumpled, singed, and tattered, like litter left on the road. And trash should be tossed as should fragile justice. Guess I should do my civic duty and pick you up and drop you into the proper receptacle. I will concede your toughness is truly remarkable, Trooper, but it's sad to see you like this. How well can you symbolize justice now that your nifty uniform's all torn?
That's irrelevant. I won't be fighting for justice any longer. That side of me is through.
Yeah, that's it!
The next moments will decide whether or not our universe will vanish. And these desperate times...
Call for the most desperate of survival measures.
And here I thought you were going to show off some grand transformation. All you've done is put an even grumpier scowl on your face.
Let's hope you're right.
I suppose the only way to find out is to put him to the test.
Destroyer. So you're saying he's got power like you?
Hey, you got that right. It's a form of energy only destroyer gods can wield.
Which brings us to Top. He's currently being groomed to be the next great destroyer of the 11th universe.
All that remained was for him to make the decision and accept the mantle.
Yes! We have now witnessed the birth of Top the Destroyer!
Have I meant to bow? Even destroyers pale against the glow of Golden Frieza! Be gone! right. I do believe I've seen this technique before.
Okay.
Yes, the energy of destruction, just like the sphere from that band of rogues. I think this time one hand will do. Most may fear this power, but not me. They don't frighten her.
Step forward. You cannot hide from me.
I was hoping to ambush you. Let me guess, does that make me unjust?
Justice and evil. I have moved beyond that binary now. There is only being and the absence of being.
Yeah, I agree.
What?
Sorry, I was thinking out loud. You can ignore me.
Did you see that? Why aren't 17's attacks working on him anymore?
It's Hakai. He can summon the energy of destruction at will and wrap it around himself like a suit of armor.
Oh man, so he can cut through the ring like butter and make himself freaking invincible?
Well, that's great. I guess this is payback for me using my barrier earlier. Now I can't even slow you down with my energy attacks. But still, even fortresses have a weak point somewhere.
This will do you no good.
The upshot is I've had a chance to observe him. It still takes him time to charge up his energy of destruction before he's able to release it.
So they can strike him while he's charging.
No, I doubt that. While he's waiting, he can shield himself with that energy, remember? If they try to punch him, they'll probably end up like that rock.
You'll find no sanctuary. It is time for this to end.
There you are.
I see. You've endured. That's impressive.
Do you actually believe you're fit to play God? Well, I'll destroy the destroyer!
You think you can stand against me when you're barely on your feet? Very well. Give me everything you've got.
Oh, my gift won't disappoint! You're not the only one with the power to destroy worlds! I'll blow you away! Die! You're finished!
It would be so easy for me to expunge your helpless soul from existence, but that would only disqualify me. Trash deserves to be tossed, correct? Trash deserves to be tossed. I have to give you credit for surviving this long against me. Well fought. But there is no way you can win.
You so sure? 'Cause I say as long as I'm still on my feet, I've always got a chance.
So you're refusing to submit? Then you leave me no choice, fighter. Okay!
He's buried top under that huge pile of rubble.
He's used Top's destruction power against him.
Nice work, 17!
As with your teammate, I cannot destroy you and stay in the fight. I'll have to finish you like this. Feel my grand power and be vanquished!
You really got me. It's rare that I'm made so helpless, and it does wonders for my motivation. You've inspired me, Destroyer. Consider this my way of saying thank you.
Meaningless.
You simply don't know when to stop!
Do you understand now? You can attack me all you like, but with the energy of destruction shielding me, you have no chance. I will remove both of you from this ring of shattered rock and send you to the seats. Be grateful you are not immediately destroyed. Now you will have to face me!
That's just great. Your dad and Vegeta just got split up.
When they were together, they at least seemed to be holding their ground against Jiren, but now...
Agreed. If we realign like this, then the tide is going to turn against us.
Go, Vegeta! Get out of there!
You're done!
Beat it, punk!
Final Flash!
Okay!
You'll need more than your fancy destruction energy to stop me!
So is that the most your power-up affords you, Saiyan? You still cannot defeat me, warrior. Accept your fate.
I guess it pays to become a destroyer, doesn't it? Well, I'll still play with Super Dragon Balls, and I'll keep the promise I made to Kappa. Can't afford to lose. It's hard to believe he's the same warrior. He's nothing like the man I faced before. After all your lofty talk of justice, now you only destroy? That's quite a shift for you!
I have no use for justice if it cannot save our universe. And what of you? You fight merely to keep a promise to a fellow Saiyan. You think such a trivial cause can compete with the Destroyer's resolve? I ordain what will and will not exist. That's my cause. And to serve it, I forsake all else. Perish, Seventh Universe, and be no more!
You've forsaken all else and dare to call my cause trivial? I fight for Bulma, for Trunks and Bulla. I fight for the oath I made to a fellow warrior, for my Saiyan pride. I fight for all I've built and all I am. Unlike you, I won't abandon all that to play God!
Whoa, where did that come from?
Way to go! That shot was incredible, Vegeta!
Think your destroyer form will save you? That it gives you the strength you need? Well, none of I have anything to say about it! Come on!
Damn it! Do what it takes, Top! Use your Hakai! Focus on his attacks and destroy them with your power! As long as his body survives, that's all that matters!
Our universe will remain, no matter the price!
Only a failure abandons his principles and pride! Do you actually think I'd let you stop me? I'll hit you with an attack you won't be able to destroy! Vegeta, you're not really gonna use that suicidal move, are you? You are not going to survive this!
Contestant top of the 11th is eliminated from the Tournament of Power.
Where's Vegeta?
Don't count me out yet! Guess we can thank Super Saiyan Blue and that even higher power he reached. Vegeta's vastly more powerful now than he was the last time he used that technique against Majin Buu when it cost him everything.
This is what I've been waiting for, right here. The Tournament of Power is about to finish. 17 sacrifices himself to protect Goku while Vegeta was knocked down. Jiren and Goku are now the only ones left. Man, I actually want to play Jiren and face Vegeta, but oh well. Ultra Instinct sign was nowhere near a match for Jiren. All of a sudden, Goku completes his Ultra Instinct. Everyone couldn't help but watch. The fight for the fate of Universe 7 was about to begin. And so it shall. If that made any sense.
Whis?
Yes.
Goku's done it, hasn't he? He's finally achieved it.
Yes.
It's astounding! This mortal really is something else. Look at that brilliant form. There can be no doubt. This is the true power, complete in all its majesty. This is autonomous Ultra Instinct!
All right, Jiren. The real fight starts now.
So it shall, Goku.
Over here. The speed of complete Ultra Instinct is incredible.
I never imagined the mortal could be so sublime. Surely it's too much for even Jiren to do.
Who cares if it's true Ultra Instinct? It won't matter. Jiren will never lose. He can't lose.
That's dead for you. If the fight continues like this, then the salvation of the 7th universe is assured. It's madness. Jiren actually looks overwhelmed.
It's not possible! I cannot lose! I won't accept defeat! Might makes right, and might alone! Without strength, we have nothing! If I don't win, then all my effort, all I've struggled to achieve, all of it will have been pointless! I'll lose everything just like I did before! I cannot! I will not!
Jiren's power level just completely exploded. Kakarot backed him into a corner, and it seems the prospect of him losing made him relive all the trauma from his past.
That must have been the motivation that Jiren needed to finally unleash all of his hidden power.
Goku had the edge! Damn it! It doesn't matter how high you climb, I will not lose! Never! You're still holding on after taking that pummeling, Goku! You're even tougher than I gave you credit for!
Brilliant! Jiren, you've got him!
Goku!
Come on, get up, buddy! Every time that it's really mattered, no matter how impossible it seemed, you've always found a way to bounce back! And it's never mattered more than this, Goku! I believe in you! You can stop Jiren, I know it! Just dig deep and get up!
He can't have any strength left. This shouldn't be happening!
Believe it. This fight's not over yet, Jiren.
Tell me how. How do you stand up no matter how many times you fall? Answer me, Goku!
Because Vegeta and 17 and all the others gave everything they had so I could keep going. If I do quit, I betray that trust. And I refuse to let all of them down!
It's useless! Your ideals mean nothing in the face of my power!
You say they don't mean anything. I'll show you that they do.
How dare you!
Goku's increased his speed. He's even faster than he was before. Impossible! How is he doing this?
Goku can reach these heights because he's not just fighting for himself. He fights for all of us. That's the difference here.
Piccolo's right. Behind every one of Goku's strikes is a whole community of people who've grown up with him, strengthening him over a lifetime of unimaginable challenges. Each one has been crucial. They've been his friends and family, his allies and rivals, inspiring and pushing him forward. Goku doesn't imagine for 1 minute that he's gotten this far on his own. He's pushed all of us forward, too, shaping us into the people we are today. A lot of us started out as his enemies. We were hostile and misguided. But he earned our respect and trust, and showed us a different way.
Even as he fights his opponents, he has a funny way of drawing them in. That's just the kind of man Goku is. Yes, I've seen it myself.
This is our power, Jiren.
To hell with your friendship. To hell with your trust. Putting faith in such things would mean denying all that I've witnessed in my life up until now. I know better than to believe in that kind of so-called strength. I know how easily it's ripped away! I'll show you! How dare you! The source of strength you rely on is fleeting. They will all be turned to dust, just like that rock!
The truth is, I ain't no hero of justice or anything else like that. But anyone who tries to hurt my friends is gonna pay! Go on, Kakarot! Now's the time to put Jiren down! Jiren! This is where the real fight starts.
What's the matter? Why don't you finish me?
As incredible as you are, now you have to admit what I've been saying is true, right? You understand, don't you?
Don't waste time trying to preach to me. This fight is over. Throw me off the edge.
What are you waiting for? Hurry up, Goku!
The divine power beyond his own limits. I didn't know it was taking such a toll on his body.
But Goku had won the battle! It was completely over! We all saw it! Jiren was through!
Hurry up, Jiren! Throw him over! Did you come all this way to lose? What are you hesitating for? You can claim the Super Dragon Balls and get your wish! Just do it!
You are a true warrior, Goku. There can be no doubt. I regret that our spirited battle must have such an inglorious end. What a shame. But though you will soon vanish from existence, know that you shall live forever in my memory. Farewell. Over here. This'll finish things.
It's Frieza!
What?
And look, 17!
I thought he didn't make it after that explosion.
I wasn't sure either. It was a gamble. I guess I just got lucky.
You never cease to amaze me, brother.
Jiren, you have to get rid of them while you still can. You are almost out of time.
Goku's looking pretty useless now. We're gonna have to handle this ourselves.
Yes, obviously.
So much effort just to keep a fallen ally in the ring. That will do you no good. Does the trust you place in your friends really make you so blind?
Trust in friends? I think you're trying to make me vomit.
If I need to pummel him again, so be it.
He's just some extra insurance, but I do intend to claim the Super Dragon Balls for myself. So if you're smart, then the only one you should be trying to pummel is me. I don't sense that astounding power from you anymore. Seems to me you've lost your edge. Here goes Jiren. You've had a taste of defeat and now you'll get the full course. Served up by yours truly!
I can't believe how incredible those two are.
My. What's happened to your stoic poker face? You seem a bit winded.
Shut your mouth!
That hard outer shell of strength has been cracked and now you're quite fragile, aren't you? It's as though I can hear the screaming in your tortured and wounded soul. I think you're terrified of being weak and helpless once again.
You say I'm fragile, that my shell of strength has been cracked. Let's see how fragile you think I am now!
Your rage is making me sloppy.
This time you'll get more than just a scratch.
I've learned your tricks!
Wanna bet?
They got him! They really did it!
They're awesome, that's for sure.
Not too shabby, android. You didn't just slow him down, you brought him to his knees.
It was a risk I could take. 'Cause if I failed, I knew you'd be here to do the rest. Now go finish the job.
I've earned the trust of a robot. How'd I get so lucky?
Well, Jiren, you did your best. I know you did.
You no longer have the nerve to look at me, do you? What a shame. I would have enjoyed watching the expression on your face as I delivered this final blow.
What are you doing, Jiren? Kneeling down at your enemy's feet? Is this honestly the way that you want your fight to end? Get up! Come on!
What an obnoxiously loud friend you have.
No, I don't have friends. Why would you spend all those years honing your strength, rejecting everything and everyone else just to surrender? For the sake of your own pride, keep fighting to the end! Even if you no longer believe in your own absolute power, I have not lost faith, and never will. Jiren, you are the strongest. No one is stronger than you. Nothing could make me doubt that.
Oh, please. I really am going to retch.
That's enough!
Keep pushing!
Don't tell me what to do!
Raise your energy higher!
Don't tell me what to do! Hold on! You can't lose!
Sorry about that, you guys. Didn't mean to leave you like that, but I got this.
How the hell are you still standing?
I could ask you the same thing. Me and Frieza can take the lead now. You can back us up, 17, okay?
I don't need to share the limelight with you either, monkey.
No, Frieza! We've all pushed ourselves as far as we can go on our own. You know that. The three of us need to do this together to get this done, or our universe is doomed!
So, Goku, once again you have returned, and once again you will fall!
Damn it! He did it! He's finally out of his own head!
Jiren is truly amazing. He's He's gotten this strong all on his own. We still may not be enough for him, even with all three of us teaming up.
You do remember your promise, don't you, Goku? To bring me back to life?
Come on, Frieza!
Will you keep your word or won't you?
As long as you hold up your end of the bargain and help us win, I'll hold up mine. By now, you should know that better than anyone, don't you? Don't you, Frieza?
Take this!
I'm getting excited!
That sickening naivete of yours is what I quite despise most of all. But for my own self-interest, I should probably thank you.
You guys done yet, or you want a hug, too?
Nothing would repulse me more.
Contestant Jiren is eliminated. The 11th has been defeated, and they will now be expunged.
Jiren, I know we just barely finished the battle of our lives, but I'm already hungry for the next fight. Maybe you don't want to hear this, but I feel like we've gotten stronger, together. And I think that's worth a lot. I hope to see you again.
Man, that was so amazing, just awesome. Like, I'm lost for words. Whoever modded this, bravo, man. I said this before and I will say it again. If you saw that in a modded story like this, imagine what the real deal's gonna bring to the table. Android 17 was declared the winner of the Tournament of Power. His wish from the Super Dragon Balls, restoring all of the universe erased from the tournament. Everyone returned to their lives while Goku and Vegeta continued their training, and so on.
I think this is going to be harder than we thought.
Where did this come from?
It looks as though he's managed to transform somehow and take on the incredible strength the Saiyans have whenever they become great apes. Only he's remaining in his human form, retaining his speed and agility.
And is there a downside?
Maybe a big one. He can't control it. He's lost all sense of who or what he is.
You! It's about time I got a chance to fight. Hey, take it easy. You've got a lot to learn. Here on Earth, we like to live together in peace and harmony. Although that's not always been the case. We've had our fair share of enemies, trust me. I don't think that you're one of them. For some reason, I can just tell. You can stop fighting. You don't have to listen to what the others tell you to do.
I can't believe how incredible Broly is. It's insane.
But still, it's not right. They're treated like a slave.
Poor guy. His dad's forcing him. Disgusting. Paragus taking an innocent kid and raising him to be a cold-blooded savage.
Now he's snapped. Guy's broken.
I wish there was a way we could help him.
No, if this keeps up, Broly will be killed. I can't let that happen. Then it'll all be over.
Goku, what's happening out there? That isn't just Frieza's power that I'm sensing.
Yeah, you got that right.
Strong is an understatement. I wish I could help. Thing is, I'm worried I might just get in the way.
Stand by for now. We may need you. If things get out of control, I'll use instant transmission to go to you.
If you honestly think it'll come to that, he must be one hell of a foe.
All right, Piccolo. Gotta go.
Can't be. What King Vegeta said might actually have been the truth.
Do you think he's really finished this time?
I'm afraid so.
I'm not so sure. Shall we put him to a little test?
Broly, look! It's such a tragedy! It's your father! He was killed by a stray energy blast!
What a lovely sight. That was the anger I wanted to see.
What the hell are you waiting for, Kakarot? Stop dawdling! It's pretty obvious you're not going to defeat him by yourself.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're right.
What are you doing? I am the mighty Lord Frieza!
Have fun, Frieza! Hey, Vegeta, do you know the fusion technique?
Fusion technique? Yeah, now that you mention it, I've heard Trunks talk about that before. Will you do an absurd dance and join together?
Uh-huh. You know, fusion pop, okay?
Nonsense! As if I'd ever merge myself with a fool!
Be gone!
Come on, it's only for 30 minutes. Plus, we joined together before with the Patara earrings. We don't have any of those now, so fusion's the only chance we have to beat this guy. It's the only way to win, so you have to swallow your pride or the Earth will be done for.
Then I guess the Earth is done for.
You're saying you're okay with letting Bola and your darling Bulma die.
All right, fine. Hurry up and teach it to me.
You dare make me exert myself to put effort into a fight? Then I will teach you a lesson. Behold, this is Golden Frieza! The last thing you will ever see!
no good. Your fingers didn't match up. Try it again in 30 minutes.
I will show you my true powers.
Your alignment is pathetic. The angles were completely off. Another 30 minutes. It's about time. Now get out there and defeat it. Oh, what should we call you?
Using the powers, it was Vegeta, wasn't it? Okay, then how about...
Forget it. Hurry and go.
Now hold on. Having a name would definitely make us sound much cooler. This time it will be Gokuja. Vegeta. How about Vegeta?
Who do you think you are?
We are Gogeta. Kakarot and Vegeta have merged together to take Broly down.
Well, would you look at that? Seems you two can work together.
Don't worry. We'll handle this from now on, Whis. Go! Now it's our turn.
If they keep fighting, Broly's gonna be killed!
Damn it, Father! He turned him into this! In his heart, Broly's just a confused boy! I can't sit around and let him die! He's a pure, kind-hearted Saiyan whose only friend in the universe was an animal! We can't let this be his end! Hurry, Lobo! Don't let
truly magnificent. I think this battle is about to come to a rousing finale.
Send Broly back to the planet he grew up on!
Well, that's a great way for me to end it up there. Seeing that the main Dragon Ball Z story and the Dragon Ball Super story has concluded. All that's left is finishing the special story and the GT story. And that's going to be the finale, which is going to be part 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, especially of part 3 of this. No, part 4. Sorry, I've lost track. I've enjoyed playing this so much. I've lost track. But anyway, I will see you guys later for the finale of this. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm out. Peace.